Hello world. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another TOT. I'm your host, LR Bretts from LRB Aquatics, coming to you live. Hope you guys are all doing great. If you don't know what a TOT stands for, it means this old tank. So I go along with one of my tanks since I have so many of them, and I discuss with you guys a little bit about them. So today we're going to be covering the Skrittle's tank, which is my mixed Neocaridina tank. Now I had one a long time ago over back here. It was in a 29-gallon high and ended up springing a leak, and I had to take it down, and I haven't had one since, and I ended up losing the colony. But I got a bunch of wild shrimp from it, really cool looking shrimp, and I wanted to do it again. So I got that chance maybe like 6 or 7 months ago, and now they've got a few generations going. I thought I'd go ahead and show you what's going on with it. There's also a bunch of Daphnia in it, so it's pretty neat. Now this tank actually used to be a blue pearl shrimp tank, then it turned into a starburst antler tank for a while, and now it's back to another shrimp tank. So let me go ahead and flip you guys over. So this is a 40-gallon breeder. Now some of you guys may recognize this tank. We're in the main fish room here, my oldest section of the fish room, and this used to have some huge Huteri crypts, and they got as tall as the tank, and they were just like flowing over the top, and it actually melted back, so it's almost like regenerating itself. So I'm back to the slow small growth of Huteri, but it is bouncing back. It is wiped down to nothing. And since it did do that, I took out all my blue star endlers, and then that's what made me want to do it as a shrimp tank again. And hopefully this comes out all right, because I wanted to try this being in the belly of the beast. I'm about as far away from my LTE extender as I can get. I did try to do this earlier. It kicked me off. But that was my phone trying to automatically put on Wi-Fi. Now, if you see over here, there's some green starting to come about. And those, I didn't put any green types in here. Quality of the stream is bad for me. Beautiful shrimp. Sorry to hear the quality is bad. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to play it anyway. It's better than nothing, right? And hopefully the HD will pick it up sooner. So I've got a lot of wilds in here. I did put a lot of different types in here. So I got yellows, I got blues, I got blue black carbon really. I got red blue Riley. Crazy question. Once a shrimp is fertilized by a male, is she going to throw his genetics forever like guppies, or can I take shrimp which has mated before with another male to selectively breed? Now, when it comes to that, it's hard to really tell. I don't know personally. It's best to just have something clear and clean that you don't have to worry about that if there's no ifs, ands, and buts. Unless you don't mind a little extra, like not knowing what's going to go on, then go ahead and do it, because you just never know what's going to happen. But if you really want to be real selective about what you're mixing with what, then yes, try to get yourself a clean female for sure, because it can make a difference. I got 720p. Hey, 720p on a live stream, that's not bad. And you can see there's a lot of shrimp in here. Audio great, not very good. Video sounds like some are good, some are bad. You see as they keep going on and on and on and on and on. I'm going to have to show these Daphnias in here too. And this is why I like the Skrittle's tank, is there's just so much color in here. It's just like a rainbow tank. And check out these Daphnia. Now I believe these are the Magna Daphnias. These are bigger than other Daphnias. And they're pretty cool. This tank was turned into green water big time since all the leaves melted back for the crypts. And it got super thick green. And I said screw it, threw some Daphnia in here. So this is actually where I catch my Daphnia from and do my Daphnia orders with. because I can keep it nice and dirty. If you look down here, there's a ton of baby Daphnias. They're schooling all around the food. I ended up putting Tetra tropical granules in here. There's a little bit left, but they're eating all that over. I've got the like the barley sticks in here. They're kind of going around that to get to the Tetra tropical granules, but I did try to feed them up front to bring them all up front. I wish the green would really show up with this one. That one's like got a real nice green to it. This one's like a clear kind of yellow gold back, a blue head. But nothing really too crazy yet in here, like pink shrimp or any like weird combos yet. There are some wilds coming about, and it's up to you whether you want to cull the wilds or not. I like to cull the wilds just because it keeps different colors. There's a nice orange white Riley. Alright, here's some questions. Lucas, I was about to buy some blue-legged Paso shrimp from AZ Gardens, but I wasn't sure if I was ready to take on the fiscal risk of starting and maybe losing a colony. I'm not sure what blue-legged Paso shrimp are. I've never heard of those. And being AZ Gardens, you know those are imports for sure. I do got some pearlweed up here floating. Hey Lucas, Andy Grime, great looking shrimp. Any idea when you'll have the wild black bar inler pairs available on your website? I'm not sure. I thought I may have had some. Oh wait, I had one of their tanks go down, so that's why I took it off. I've got to get them into another tank, get another colony until I start selling them again. Got a piece of big Malaysian driftwood in here for them to munch on. Physodins. We've got Anubias. I believe this is, yeah, that's the Barderi. How much a pound? Daphnia. I think that's what he meant. That is a ton of Daphnia. Why are you keeping Daphnia? Daphnia is a great live food, and it's great for just cleaning out like tanks that are just kind of mucking up. It's a natural like filter for them. Where are the wilds? I see a great color. Let's see. Here's a wild right here. So even wilds will have some color to them. Like this one's got a little green to it. They blend into the Eco Complete really well. We got Bucephalandra. These reds are really popping though. Look at these reds. Lava Rock, little Lava Rock nursery for them all. See them all hanging about. There are quite a bit of babies here. I don't know if you can see this itty bitty baby or not. You can see him going all around here. Pretty cool. Let's see, any other questions? Can I pick up an order? Depends on what you're looking for. Speaking of which, I do got lots of stuff on the website. I got fire reds, not these mixed ones on here. So none of these mixed shrimp are on my site. But I do of my good colony, Daphnia. I've got a bunch of Rotalia colorata, pearlweed. I've got a ton of guppy grass I need to get rid of. More Rotalia colorata. Let me show you guys this stuff. I mean, nice clean plants. Pretty cheap. Goldenbacks are starting to kick back. But yeah, there's lots of stuff on the site. Scarlet, like pingu guppies, all kinds of stuff. I got guppy grass with algae where you get a bunch. So for those who don't know, I do have a website, LRB Aquatics. I am trying to get some money going for these projects I got going. So if you are in the market for plant shrimp or some fish, I've even got fish on there. Please check it out. I don't often sell to you guys or mention that, but gotta make a living, right? Is this how you make your living? Yes, Foreman, this is how I make my living. So I used to work construction, and that's how I built all these stands and kind of got the knowledge to do a lot of the fish room building. And one day it was like I was going between this and construction, and it was either work for daycare to pay for daycare or stay at home and with my son and try to make this work. So I've been doing my best, trying my best. What is shipping on plants? I think my shipping is at like $10, starts at $10. I don't know. I think plants may go down to $8. it's been a while since I checked my shipping. Alright, so any last questions? I think I covered most of it. Oh, and this algae, see, I actually haven't changed this water in like maybe a month or even 2. And you can see it's not like real clean, but it isn't real dirty. And the Daphnia, I don't want to keep it real clean, because if I keep it real clean, this Daphnia doesn't really have anything to eat on. Now, they have been living off the tetratropical granules. I've been dusting my fingers and keeping the dust so it just breaks off into the water, and then they kind of filter it through. And then with the algae, that'll be easy to clean up. So if I do decide to do a water change, I just pull out what I need to pull out. But I do have to watch it, because it will choke out this crypt. And as you can see here, how this crypt's already floating up. So what happened was this algae choked it out, and then the crypt's trying to make its way up to somewhere else where it won't get choked up by algae. So naturally in a stream, it would just get flow down the river. How you get that green algae to grow like that? So ammonia helps. The breaking down of organic material helps. So some people use like grass clippings in a mesh bag to help get green water going. Lots of light will help get it going. Let's get back on these shrimp. They're cool. Let's see. How long have you been live? 11 minutes and 31 seconds. So I'm not going to be on here too long. I don't want to make the video too long for the playback. Man, I wish I could keep a colony. I'm down to my last shrimp. Never had any buried. Checked for copper in the water, and TDS was okay. Yeah, actually, I checked for copper in my water not long ago. Believe it or not, there's actually a bunch of copper in my water I didn't even know about. And they're all doing alright, so I don't know what the heck. And my RO system doesn't really take out the copper either. And it should, or I don't know if most do or not. Any good info on how to make your own strain of guppies? Want to experiment with it. So Nathan Chung, recently I did a video on starting a new strain of endlers. It may be like 10 videos back, or probably like 15 videos back now, but if you go back in my uploads, you may find it. And I do discuss how to create your own strain and my strategy and what I've been doing. Alright, let's see. Okay, got that one. I want to use matin filters on a only shrimp rack, but was wondering why you don't use matin filters. So the reason why I don't use matin filters, now, I think that matin filter takes up this much space, right? So you done lost that much tank. I like to have all my tank. I don't need a matin filter, I got substrate. So that's why I don't use matin filters. This one's kind of wildy purpley looking and super prego. Look at that. And hard telling what she'll pop. Is it okay to ship now? Yeah, I've been shipping this whole time. Hasn't had any problems. It's better to ship in this heat than it is in the wintertime. I'll tell you that much. I hate the wintertime. Okay. And yeah, there they are. Lots of different shrimps. Lots of different combos. Look at this one. Kind of like a little clear bluish. Let's see the poop run right through that one. Red Riley. Lucas, what's your oldest colony? Where do you ship from? Indianapolis. My oldest colony. I still want to see the video mention the purple Neos. Actually, there's a tank up here I may have purple Neos in it too. But these guys were made a long time ago. This strain's pretty old. Yeah, she's back here. She's kind of hard to see. I don't know if you'll be able to see her or not. She's back there. She looks kind of black on here, but she is purple. But let's see. What was the other question? Yeah, there's a ton of Daphnia. Alright, got that one. Alright. If I put snowball shrimp with all my other Neos, will they interbreed? Yes, they will interbreed. So all Neocaridinas will interbreed with themselves, no matter their genetics. What kind of moss plant is in that tank too? Do you sell that? Oh, and hold on. In this tank, this is pilo moss. So I do sell this. I've actually got a ton of it. And same with reishi too. I need your guys' help, man. You guys want some reishi, some nice healthy floating plants? I got a bunch of reishi. These guys are running out of room to feed on. But check them guys out. Anyways, we're getting away from this old tank. Same with over there, a bunch of reishi. I gotta move that. Crypts, red metallic crypts. Hit them up. Let's see. Here's that pilo moss. I've got a ton of it growing in here. Grows like a little metropolis for your shrimp. All the blue dreams. Alright. Alright, we're getting way off track here, so, and we're like past the 15-minute mark. I don't want to make this too long for playback, as I mentioned. And yeah, so I appreciate you guys all hanging out with me. Did you start the tank with the one of the Skrittle mixes you sell? So it was like taking a Skrittle mix and starting it with that. I do have some other genetics like Riley's and stuff that are in there too that aren't normal for the Skrittles mix. And the only reason why I don't do Skrittle mixes anymore is the fact that I don't really have a good orange line. And I've got to get back to work on a good orange line. If anybody's got like a nice solid orange line that they have or whatever, hit me up, because I don't really want to go import. And I'd rather go hobbyist. But alright, so that does it for this old tank. I'm going to try keeping these videos coming out for you guys, even if they're live. It's better than nothing. Sorry if the quality is what it is, but it is what it is. So till next time, everybody, peace and love. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, share, like, all that jazz. Till next time.